everyone, I'm getting on here to do a requested video. A few days ago I took a picture of my paper beads that I've been making, and I had a request that someone wanted to, a very close friend of mine, wanted to see how I made them. So I thought the easiest way for me to show her how I did them was to come on here and do kind of somewhat a tutorial. I'm not going to go exactly in all the details of it because it is kind of something it can be different for each person. It's just, you'll see. So I'm going to show you a few that I've already made. These are made with holographic paper, and I'll show you that in a minute, from the Dollar Tree. They're just different shapes, different sizes, different colors. These were really fun making. These were all made of the samples at Walmart. I got them and I cutted them and then rolled them. These are also from the samples from Walmart. So you get the thicker, they're really thick paper, and then they're just all different colors. These were made with just regular white copy paper. This one had a print that I printed onto the paper and then I cut it. This one is just a white one. This one's one that I made, I colored after I had done it. They're just all, this one is done with highlighter. Just get different shapes, sizes, and everything. This is also from the holographic paper. These are silver and gold. This one is my favorite. I love the way the bead turned out. It just depends on how you cut your paper on how they're going to come out. Here's a silver one. Here's another gold one. These were all made from cardstock. Whoops, there went some. They were all made of cardstock. The thicker the paper, the bigger your bead. It just depends on how you cut your paper. And when I first started doing it, I would give the paper, I would cut it and everything, and then I would put them on toothpicks, and then I would put the toothpicks on here. So I keep my toothpicks in this. Yes, I have to be all organized. Yes, I know. I'm aware, but you know, whatever. So when I wrote the bead, I would put it on here. I glue the very end so it will stay. And then you let it set. Hold on, I'm going to show you how to do this one. This paper starts out like this. It's thick on this side, and then it goes down to a pretty thin piece, but not completely as thin. And you will take your toothpick, you put it on here, and then you just roll your paper, and you want to keep it as tight as you can. And then you just go and you just roll it all the way down. I'm not doing as tight as what I should be, but just showing you. And then at the very end, on this side where I'm rolling it, I use just the Elmer's school glue. You can use any kind of glue. And then I would push it down until it comes. There went my toothpick. Oh well. And then it would be like this. Then I would take it and the toothpick, and I would put on here for it to dry. After it dries, let me grab this toothpick. So this one is the one that I just did. It's not really, but we'll just say this. So this is your paper. At first I was using Mod Podge from the Dollar Tree. This one is the gloss one. And I would take a paintbrush and I would do it all over, especially the bottom and the top. And then I would leave it on here, and then I would let them all dry. Well, I found that when I would go to pull them off the toothpick, there was like, I want to say 5 to 10 that I couldn't get off the toothpick. And on some of this paper, especially the thicker cardstock paper, it is really hard to do it on with a toothpick. So I went to Hobby Lobby, I went to Michael's, I went to everywhere, and there was a girl that I watched some of her videos, and she had what they call a beading tool. And what it is it's a piece of wood. There is metal at the end, and then right here on this side where my nail is, there is like an indention. So when you rolled it, you put the paper in there and then you turn it, which I'll show you in a minute. And it come in a pack of 5 for $5. It was like $4.95. I'll leave the link below in the bottom because it's the only place I found them. And it was a pretty good price. Believe me, I would have paid $5 for just one of these. So, and they're all different sizes. You got big all the way to the small. I like the smaller one because, I don't know, I just like the smaller one. So I'll show you this piece of paper I had earlier. And as soon as I can get it unrolled, you take it, you put your paper in the groove, and then you turn it. You can get it as tight as you want to pull this paper, which is pretty tight. This is so much easier. Then you go all the way down to the bottom. And just the way you roll it makes different sizes and everything. Then I put glue right there, and then I would hold it, and then I would pull this off. Then I would put it on the toothpick, and I would let it set. After it sets for a little while and I know it's dry, then you do the Mod Podge, and then you let it set for 24 hours. Well, I come up with a little idea. My paintbrushes with the glue, they get yucky. They're hard to clean. It's just a pain in the butt. The easier this stuff is, the better it is for me. So I just took a bottle of old nail polish that I wouldn't use. I poured the nail polish out, I cleaned this, and I put Mod Podge in this. So then when I would go paint it, I could make sure that I wasn't getting the stick, as well as it's just easier. You don't have to worry about cleaning your paintbrush or anything. I would suggest after each one you clean the top of it, which I did. So it was just easier. You can make all kinds of beads. I've seen it's just endless possibilities. I mean, if you have paper, I've seen a lot. I haven't done the paper, like the cardstock paper that has the pattern and stuff on it. I did regular white sheet and printed a pattern on it, and I really like that. There's just numerous things you can do, and it's out of paper. I've seen some with newspaper. It's fun and it's easy. So, my wifey, the one that requested this video, I hope you enjoy. And if you like tutorials like this, then comment below what else you want to see, or if you want to see how I do other things. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Later.